You're right.
Alrighty. Welcome to another episode of Streaming and Content Creation Workshop in Tribo, here with BeeYooTV and Tabalo from the Synergy Yeedom community, also one of the sponsors you can see down there on the left. We're going to be talking today a little bit about stream setup, branding, and content to put on your profile and in your bio and in your information so that people know more about you. We're really going for brand consistency and cohesion across all channels. So while we're going to be talking about Twitch and streaming today, this is also very applicable to other social media accounts. So if you don't stream to Twitch, but you're streaming to Facebook or TikTok or somewhere else, this will also help you in that setup process as you get into what is your vision? What is your mission? Why are you streaming? Are you trying to make this into a business endeavor and a venture? Or are you just doing it as a hobby to have fun with your friends? If you're doing it for the latter, then you're going to struggle to grow. You're going to struggle to figure out exactly what your audience wants to watch. But if you're doing it for the former, you're doing it for a business venture, for a purpose, whatever that purpose is. We'll get into today. How do you figure out what your mission and your vision and your values are, and then translating that into copy that works across all different sites. So BU is here. She's a 8-year Twitch veteran streamer, and Tabalo's here. He's just started up his stream on Twitch as well. I can't. Is it Tabalo? Is it Yeedom Synergy or Synergy Yeedom?
Synergy's the free community aspect,
The Twitch.
The Twitch is Yeedom Atlas, and
Atlas, that's right.
I definitely credit Sam and observing more of BU and the work they do about how effective it is, not only on just the content marketing side, but just it's just the tools of the trade in the modern age. So I highly recommend tuning in here.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I hope you are learning as well as the viewers are learning. And if you want to join us and ask questions live, go to the Discord. I think it's right there, discord.gg/triba, and join us. And you can also get in touch with the other professionals and experts in this community who will help you with everything from marketing to branding to sales to web design if you're interested in that stuff. So let's get started. B, you want to just run through some of the topics we're going to cover?
Yeah, so today we're going to cover all of the little boxes that we kind of need to fill and check before we get started. These are things like profile pictures, banners, your bio, all of those things that need you to input something about yourself or update a photo. Those are important. You want your brand to be cohesive. You want it to let people know who you are at a glance so that they tune in and they stick around and hang out on your journey into streaming.
Exactly. All right, so let's start by taking a quick look at yours, BU. Do you want to show us what you've done?
Let's see.
And then we can maybe glance at your. I'll pull up the Figma if you want to share your screen.
Let me see here. The about section.
It's going to change everything there.
I think
for
most
a second.
of it. Yeah, let's see what happens when I share. This one should work.
I'll let you share your screen first. I'm gonna watch that. Turn off my camera, and it should pull up all three. Perfect. There we go.
Okay. Are we seeing my Twitch page?
Yes.
All right, cool. So the images we're talking about in mine probably need updated. I haven't spent time to get these updated recently. We've got our profile pictures here. Banner pictures are in the background. This little area is a cool place to put an introduction video, or it will show your streamers that you suggest here in this little section. And we're going to learn about customizing those areas. So actually, I think we can just go here.
Yeah, how do you customize that video when you have when you've got a video or something you want to display?
So we'll go into our Twitch settings. There's all kinds of different settings here, but this is the creator dashboard where you're going to find most of the things you need to do. Did it show you this page?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So I'm under settings, and we're under channel. So you've got your about, brand, schedule, featured content. These are the things that you're going to want to be filling in before you even go live. You've got your about me section here, and this is only 300 characters. So you want to kind of figure out what your elevator pitch is. How can you describe who you are and what you're doing on Twitch in a short way. So mine has, "Hi, I'm BU. I'm on a journey for self-improvement and I enjoy sharing it with my community. From cooking to cleaning, yoga, making good money decisions, I share it all." So I do a lot of variety. So I've included a lot of those things because if someone's looking through here, oh, I love dog training or I play ukulele, they'll kind of see different aspects of my content that they might enjoy.
And it sort of goes hand in hand with what you put in. If you have a LinkedIn profile you're developing, you would want something very concise and poignant in that bio, because that's probably the first thing people will read, and maybe the only thing if they're not interested by that. So this is a really important thing. If you're offline, people are checking out your stream or they're following you and they want to just know more about you, they're going to go deeper based on what you express in this little bio. So very important, 300 characters. We'll talk about how to like hone in on those 300 in a little bit.
All right,
Stay
sounds
tuned.
good. Yes, that's really awesome information. We went over it recently with my own brand, trying to figure out how do you say what you want about your content or yourself. This section will also have your social links. You can have up to 5 social links. And one thing I just found out about this, viewers will also be able to search for you by these handles. So if you're known on Twitter or Instagram as a certain name, or any of these bios, they'll be able to find you when they're searching through Twitch, because your Twitch name might not align exactly with what your brand is on other platforms. And this is a good way to pull those people in if they're trying to figure out what your user tag is, because sometimes we can't get the same name across platforms.
That can be difficult for sure.
So yeah,
Twitch
definitely pick your...
a pain with finding a username that's not taken.
It's a bit difficult. There's a lot of accounts.
Yeah.
So once you get your username, your display name all set up, your bio, you can go to your branding. Here's where you're going to update your profile picture, and it's going to be in a circle. So make sure whatever picture you have, the important stuff is in the middle of it. It can't exceed 10 megabytes. I don't know if it gives us any other, it doesn't really give us any other aspect ratios, but it can be JPEG, PNG, or GIF.
Okay.
I don't think it actually plays as a GIF, though. I think you can just use the format, which would be really fun. It'd be really cool to have animated GIFs like Discord.
Twitch Nitro.
So when choosing your profile picture, you can either use your brand logo if you have one, use a friendly photo of your face, try to keep it on brand, and we'll talk more about branding and cohesion later. You can also do your profile accent colors. This is what people are going to see when they go to that page. So we're going to go here. Where's the yellow? So it kind of shows yellow underneath like things people clicking on. I don't know if there's another area that it shows that, but so yeah, you can just do it. Yeah, you can kind of see where the yellow lines are around the profile.
Right.
Your profile banner, this is one I need to update. I just grabbed whatever image I had on my PC at the time, and I hadn't bothered to upload an image specifically for this. But you can also just have it generate a background. So if you don't have something right now, it's okay. Just kind of get these boxes filled in and make a little checklist for later where you can update these.
Yeah, and even if you just upload something that's I would recommend uploading something, even if it's just a file you have, a picture you like, hopefully it'll resonate with your audience like it resonates with you. That's the idea.
Right. So I have a lot of yellow in my brand because I'm bees. Yeah. This was a yellow flower. It kind of fit for now.
It works.
And then you have your video player banner. I need to update this one. I just need to do that. Video player banner. This is displayed on the player when your channel is offline. So I'm offline right now. Let's see if it'll let us see it. This right here.
Yeah.
So mine is super old. So mine just went together some pollen. Be right back. But I've directed them to find me on Twitter. You can put whatever kind of information you want here. You can have your schedule. Direct them to your other social profiles. It can be very simple.
I'm just now realizing, since that video pops up that says play most recent video, maybe it would be a good idea to lower the text if you're making something as a banner.
That's smart.
Yeah, for future updates, just remember that first quarter on the right side is going to be covered by a most recent video thing.
Yeah, it's good to know. Cool. I'll keep that in mind when I'm going to update these.
Yeah, so today we're going to run through this with a new streaming community that we're starting called Responsible Gamer. Gamers is a gamer. Oh, Responsible Streamer. I forgot I changed it to Responsible Streamer. which is going to be basically the gist of this is to build an affiliate group that is streaming and making awesome content that is business oriented in terms of generating revenue for streamers. That's what we're all about, is not just having fun. We love to have fun doing what we do. We love what we do. So it makes it like a vacation every day, but at the same time, we got to be about it like it's work. You know, it's got to be profitable. Otherwise, it's a hobby and it's just a fun time for you. So that's our goal here, is to keep the branding consistent. We'll talk about more about how to get that branding, but let's run through a few more things that you're going to need so we build that checklist.
Let's see. I have a checklist right here.
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to share? You want me to just post that in chat or something?
Yeah, you could. That'd work.
Okay. I'll also post it in chat here for people so you can see that checklist.
Perfect. Yeah. So we've got our profile picture, our banner, our username should be close to what your brand is as much as you can, so it's easy to find. We're going to be talking about writing your bio and how to develop that brand here in a minute. And then our social links, we covered that. Let's see, video player banner, custom background banner. I believe we just looked at those as well. Profile accent and channel trailer. So the channel trailer is really cool. You can record a video. Is that featured content? Where do I add that?
Also,
right
if
here.
anybody's watching,
Yeah,
they want to
right
check out BeeYoo's stream, there it is.
Thank you. So your channel trailer here is under featured content. You can record your own video where you're like, hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and introduce yourself, tell them what you do, and that will give them a nice little overview if they're stumbling on your channel while you're not live. If you don't have one of those, you can do suggested channels. So if you have friends and streamers that you like to watch, that you'd like to promote, this will automatically feature those channels in your little carousel there above your stream.
So you can't host anymore, but you can still feature and raid. It's an important note. If you've been on Twitch before and you're now trying to get into it as a stream, there are some changes to how it works, that being one of the big ones. So it's important that you do this to collaborate with other streamers. Like, tell people, if I'm not online, here's what you should watch, I recommend. Because they're going to trust you. If they like you, they follow you, they're going to trust you and check out other people. And that's really the essence of this, is to collaborate to make content. You're not streaming just to stream on your own. I mean, BeeYoo streams on her own because her life's really interesting. People want to look at it. But if some people don't have that same kind of exposure or desire to be the front and center stage, you can build a brand around collaborating. You know, a lot of streamers will do these group streams. They'll have 2 or 3 people all streaming on their own channels, but they're making the content together, so no one person gets that pressure. If that makes sense.
Yeah, building community and collaborating with other people is a fun way to use streaming as well. So that's I think that's the basic things that you need to cover before you get started. This is also showing, you can show your recent streamed categories, and you can exclude them. If you play a one-off game here and there that you don't really want to be part of your brand, you can just hide it. And that'll tell people a little bit more about what you do. And there's also teams. If you are on a team, you can share your team on your profile, and it'll appear right here, and you can put the information you want about that. All right, I think that's all I've got.
What is Teams about?
Teams is a thing you can join with other streamers who are going after the same goal. I've seen like fitness teams, yoga teams, there's a pottery team. And when you click on the team, it's kind of cool because you'll find other streamers that enjoy that topic. So this was an indie day that we did a while back, where every other Saturday we'd play an indie game. We'd all play the same title. A lot of us enjoyed indie games, so our communities could find other people passionate about that topic.
Wow, we should definitely get into that more in one of the later episodes, because I think that's probably something we should check out for the responsible streamer group, and have like a event set up where we all stream together. That'd be really cool.
That would be a great way to use that. And that appears in your About Me section here it's right there at the very top, next to your followers. So it's a great way to promote your friends.
And right now.
Cool.
The RS, responsible streamer stream, RSS, I don't know. We'll workshop the title, but that's what we'll get into now then. So we know basically the stuff we need. We need a profile picture, we need a banner, we need a username. which we already kind of came up with, responsible streamer. And then we need a bio, we need social links, we need video banner, custom background, accent colors. So we'll talk about picking colors, but that's probably going to be more another session where we do more of the visual design. Channel trailer. So this time we're going to focus. Oh wait, it probably switched up everything because we turned.
Yeah, I'm
off
sorry,
one.
I dropped my page. I should.
No, it's fine. I'm going to start my screen share here. I'll just transition to this one. There we go. Doesn't really fit, but it's all right. Okay. Tabalo, take care, man. Thanks for joining us. Anybody who is watching live as well, you guys can hop in and say hi in the Discord. Let's get into a little bit of the Figma branding, and we're going to use a tool called Figma, that is, to help us with this branding process. We've kind of put together a step-by-step process for honing in on your brand. I'll show you here my screen, and then you can kind of get an idea for what we did with BeeYoo's brand. Share screen. Okay. Let me close this chat so y'all can see this. I'll make it big. All right. Can everybody see that? Actually make this even bigger.
Yeah, I can make it bigger.
Okay.
I can see it full screen.
Not bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks good on the. I can see it on the stream too.
Okay. So with BeeYoo, we went through these because she wanted to, again, like the same kind of consistency in her brand messaging, because she wants to grow her community and work with larger partners. And to do that, you need to show them you're serious. You know, the lazy content creators usually aren't getting affiliates and sponsorships and such because they're not. It shows in your branding, it shows in your marketing if you're actually putting in the effort. So this is a really helpful sprint that I run through with all my new clients for community. I run Discord, so every time we do a new Discord, we go through and define the brand's values, mission, and vision. Those are the three most important parts. Not four, three. So my daughter does. She's like, 3? Nope.
Good job.
I'm learning how to count still, guys. It's a constant journey. All right, so let's just run through what bees are real quick, and then we're gonna do it for the responsible streamer. Woo!
Yeah.
And that is our goal, to be responsible streamers. So if you're watching this, you're obviously interested in streaming responsibly. It is very easy to get burnt out, very easy to get sidetracked and distracted by things like your banner and profile picture. This is not saying anything against what BeeYoo put together. Those are things you need, and you do need to focus on those, but don't overthink it. That is the key here, is do not overthink this process. You want it to be natural for you. So for Bee, it was all about self-improvement, authenticity, being optimistic, and mindfulness is a big part of her stream as she talks about meditation. She does meditations live. Then community, resilience, boldness, and curiosity. I think those are all really powerful words, right? Those are good. And we started off with a list of maybe 10 and narrowed it down to the 4 bolded ones you see. So the goal with this sprint is to talk about, or not to talk, but to take 2 or 3 minutes and just list out all the values of your brand, of what you want to put forth. It is the integrity of your brand. It's what you hold to, what you value above all else. And this is not physical things. This is not like really esoteric stuff either. It's like practical, valuable life things. You can see here, they're all like one word things. And if you get a list of maybe 10 and then combine them, you can get it down to 3 or 4. Actually, 4 to 5 is probably a good one. And then take those and apply them to the rest of this. So, trying to think, should we do that or just go? Let's go through here. B, I want you to read these 2 parts, the mission and the vision.
All right. Let's see.
Because this is your stream.
All right, so our mission. So me and Sam brainstormed and talked through all of these. And sometimes it's very helpful to have someone else to bounce these ideas off of so they can help you narrow it down a little bit. So,
Hmm.
what has your brand set out to accomplish, and what are you and why are you doing this?
Yeah.
So, I would like to guide people along the journey towards self-improvement by giving gamers and creatives a positive place to help each other, encouraging them to be authentic in their interactions and impactful in their actions.
I love that.
So, that one's a really fun
It's
one.
probably one of the best one I've helped somebody come up with.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really good. So we talked about like why do I live stream? Well, I like to share my self-improvement journey, and I love inspiring other people to try new things, to venture out of their routine and find ways to improve their life in little ways,
Yeah.
little habits, and we try to do that in kind of a gentle way or in like you know do it ourselves so other people can learn from watching someone else do it. So that's kind of what we came up with, and we identified who my audience was. I've got a lot of gamers. We like to play new indie titles and play Call of Duty and Overwatch and different things like that together, and that's kind of what I built my streaming off of. And then the self-improvement journey kind of came a little bit later, but I found out that the people who I game with also were interested in those practices as well. And then I also had a lot of creative people around me, streamers and artists and other content similar to that seemed to be attracted to my content as well when I started to branch out and do cooking and gardening and things like that. So I got that kind of, those types of people started to gravitate towards our stream as well.
Yeah, you have a very creative style, and I think people have learned from you a lot. I mean, I've learned from you a lot too, just watching your stream and how you interact with your audience. I think the people or content creators, other streamers naturally gravitated towards you because of that, and you built up sort of a group of other influencers, which is really, really powerful. Really powerful.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I love having those types of people around me because I get to talk about streaming and have people who can relate to it. But this mission statement is going to look different for everyone depending on what you're going for. And maybe your stream is just for gaming. And how would your mission around gaming look like? Are you a completionist that wants to show everyone how to 100% a game? Are you just dabbling in little games here and there? We're going to specialize in short stories that we can do in a sitting, or maybe you focus on community gaming where you want to bring people together to play Tekken or Overwatch or other group type games.
Yeah. I think it's worth noting here that the goal is not to have a stream that's just about you and CSGO. If you're a CSGO player and you love CSGO, it's all right to have that as a theme in your design, but you don't want it to be the value prop. I am the best CSGO player. That's almost impossible to live up to. I mean, there's always going to be somebody better than you, and if you're striving for that, you're going to get stuck in a deep rut of just trying to grind, and it's not going to be interesting content. You can still play CSGO, but you want it to have more of a general appeal to a larger audience. So even people who aren't just passionate about CSGO are interested in connecting with you and joining that community. And BeeYoo has a great community. There's a Discord. There's people talking about this kind of stuff within the community. So that's what I love about that brand. And it's a great example of how you should try to brand your stream, especially if you're taking it as a business venture. You have to be purposeful in building out the brand and the mission. More than just, I'm a great CSGO player. I ranked such and such, and I, make CSGO montages. Like that's really not enough to become a solid brand.
Yeah, if you are competing in tournaments and things, I imagine that you could brand just on
Right. I mean, if you're
on
a
being the
professional,
best.
yeah. I'm assuming
but
I'm
you
not
still have
talking to like the top CS:GO player
top,
here.
right,
If
just
I
the
am, then
passionate
hey,
player.
let's talk about it. Let's call
Yeah,
me maybe.
But think about what kind of gamer you are. Are you a casual player that is just enjoying it, and maybe you're really funny to watch or entertaining to watch, and that's kind of what your core is? Or are you really good at tips and tricks? And as you're
Yeah.
playing, you're explaining to your audience, like,
Right.
oh, if you go around this side and you play it this way, this is, a cool tip. So yeah,
Exactly.
kind of really dig into what makes your content, what sets you apart from other players. Because anyone can go live and just play CS:GO, but what's your hook? And
Mm-hmm. Is your
why
hook,
would
I'm
people
better than
choose
that
your
other person
content?
playing CSGO? Or is your hook, I am a deeper person, I'm a deeper content creator? Because really, Twitch is all about interacting with your audience in real time, virtually real time, and having that engagement. So, I mean, if you're just focused on your game and just glued in, unless you're like the best CSGO player, people are going to get
Mhm.
bored. Like,
Yeah,
and even
you
then, they're going to get bored eventually. You've got to be interacting with them. And it's best to have something to guide them towards what do you want to care, what do you talk about? BeeYoo's bio is a great example of here's the few things that you can talk to me about. Very easy to start a discussion with your streamer or, your audience. I'm talking from either perspective. You're either watching someone or streaming.
hmm
It's a useful thing to have. And this would be something that, I would encourage you as well to put in that bio. Now, I don't know, BeeYoo and I just did this last week and she's been sick, but I would say she's going to probably use this copy to adapt her stream and make it even better for her community.
Yeah, as you all saw earlier, there's a lot of things that I still need to update in my profile. Have the trailer, have a better mission statement, update my images. Sometimes we do them once and then we ignore them forever and we don't update them. But if you're wanting to stand out and you want people to know that you're professional and you gotta dot those I's and cross those T's. So it's good to go in
Yeah.
and update these because I could be a little better than I am
We
today.
can always be a little bit better, BeeYoo, but you're doing a great job.
So, yeah, we're kind of
Let's
revamping
not focus
and
on the negative. Let's focus on the
right.
positive. You've got this
Yeah.
mission, and it's a really beautiful mission you've put into words. Now, the vision is what you. This is the
hmm
mission is what you're setting out to accomplish. That's what BeeYoo
hmm
wants to do and why she's doing it. The vision is what is it going to look like where that is all accomplished. She's done that, streamed all her life or whatever, and gotten all these other streamers on board, created that place, and what does it look like? So go ahead and read that for
So
us.
the vision is a world where creatives safely achieve their goals doing what they love to grow and impact their own communities. So I really like the idea of empowering others to know that they can live stream and they can do what I'm doing and show them the tools and give them the motivation they need to get started in that journey. I've seen a lot of people be like, well, who's going to watch me do this? And, sometimes they just needed a little bit of encouragement to find their niche, to find their
Right.
audience, and to just go live and give it a shot and see if they like it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I enjoy encouraging people to do that and to go after their dreams
And
and
honestly,
do
I feel like
do
we
it.
talked so much about this that it came out very naturally. It was like, just took a few minutes of refining the terminology. I've seen people struggle for a lot longer. You may have thought it was a long time, but it was very quick to just sort of come out on paper, and it helps people understand what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. And you might sit down and do this and just get a rough idea and then go back and go over it and revise it a little bit to fit. This was our
hmm
first run through of
Right,
it. So,
yeah. I mean, I was thinking that might
we
change. I
did
was
it
just
pretty
thinking
quick.
about it, and it makes sense from what we're trying to accomplish, even with this workshop and the responsible streamer group. It almost makes more sense for that, but it's also like, I don't know. I feel like there's almost two sides to the coin here. There's like your live streams where you're just cooking and chatting with people, and then there's more of the educational stuff you share. Do you think it would make sense then to maybe even workshop the vision?
Yeah, and,
We don't
and
have to
and
do it
those
right now,
things,
but
yeah, and those things change like based
yeah,
on how you evolve as a streamer,
the
right? So it's
season.
always good to go back and true, right? And my content does change based on the season too.
Yeah,
Are we gardening and trying to cook up our
right.
veggies
It's
fast
that
enough before
time
we
of the
go back?
year, boys.
So
Tomatoes. I look like a tomato today. I got my
so
dad's
many
shirt on.
tomatoes. Um, so and then we have our promises is the last.
Did we did we
Did
do
we go?
this?
I don't think so. I don't think we made it to this part.
Yeah, this is from I think from an old sprint. Actually, this is from White Rabbit sprints. And these are the things that I promise to my users, clients, the relationships I have, building them a place for them to create a community, communicating your message effectively, sharing content efficiently or effectively too. Yeah, it's organic growth basically. So the tools we'll talk about a little bit later. on how to actually make the graphic elements and stuff. But once you have these three things, you can start focusing on what does your brand look like? You know, what is the personality? What is its visual identity, verbal identity? That's what it looks like on your Twitch screen and what, you know, it sounds like in the copy. Because it could be something very formal and you use very formal business terminology, or you're just keeping it very colloquial and just folksy and y'all and what's up, this kind of stuff. And that matters, you know, because you don't want to come across different on different channels. People will get confused. We did
Where
not
can
run through
our
this with your brand though.
Not yet. Where can our users find worksheets like this to answer these questions and fill out for themselves?
That's a good question. They can find them on the Triba Discord. If they join Triba and they message me, I'll send them this. I don't have it in a download file. I think I'm going to set up one of those shot calls. Shot call?
Shot call.
Shot call to do. I haven't met with them yet, but we set up a meeting, so I think after I talk to them, I'll have something like this available for download. So if you join the Triba Discord and message me, Samuel Hebda, I will point you in the right direction and give you the link to download it.
Nice.
It's a really helpful worksheet to go through, and I have a few other ones. And eventually, when you've finished with it, you get your alpha word. Your alpha is kind of the end essence of what you're trying to accomplish. For a White Rabbit, it was affinity, building affinity with people. And that kind of encapsulates the connection and friendship and love for people that community has. And that's what I build community. I like that word affinity, and it kind of defines the whole brand and its essence. Make sense?
That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the more you can be introspective with yourself and your brand, the more you'll be able to refine it and get that message that you're trying to convey across to your audience.
Right. More it makes sense to you as well. We have a lot of thoughts up here just sort of going around scattered, and it really helps to put it down and be like, all right, so now we're an elegant, bright, colorful, modern, clean, playful brand. White Rabbit, like it's a cute little rabbit, but we're very professional, modern. That elegant element. If you look at my website, I'll just show you. Wait, shoot. What did I do? Change windows.
Oh, no.
Go live? What are we streaming now? Oh, this is BeeYoo's page. Okay. WR.community has not been updated yet, and I am actually planning for a revamp. You can see here, it comes across in the branding. You know, White Rabbit. It's elegant. It's clean. It's modern. But it's also kind of, you know, playful. I don't know. I don't really know if playful goes into this as much, but yeah, actually we need to take Lauren off there. She's not part of the team right now. But yeah, helping you get to those 100 true fans, building online community. It's time to find where you belong. So that's the elements of connectivity and stuff that you didn't see on that sprint, but is part of White Rabbit's brand. Let me go back here and share. Change windows. Okay. So B, do you want to go through this for the responsible streamer one?
Yeah, are we gonna just be kind of given an example of what we do
Yeah.
with that branding? Okay. Yeah.
All right. And since it's something that you and I are working on, I figured we could put together the values and the mission and the vision here.
Okay.
All right. So this is for...
The stream looks a little bit... We're not showing up on there.
Oh. Hold on. Technical difficulties. We will remove this from...
Live streaming the
VOD.
Discord is challenging, trying to get everything to line up in
I know,
the
I
box
just...
it's supposed to be in.
If I, like, open something on top of it, it, like, throws everything off. I don't even know where it is. I'm just going to go back to the developer portal, or I mean the dashboard. Pre-intermission.
Maybe if I turn my camera off?
Don't turn your camera off, B.
No? Okay, I'm cut up on the stream, so I was trying to...
Oh.
Oh, there we all are. All right. We've almost got
I think
everyone
it's because
back.
I closed the chat. Was that whole thing cut off?
I think you could see what we were talking about. It was just
Ugh.
my camera was like cut in half.
Okay. Here we are
Oh,
talking
good.
about streaming, and we need to touch up
Figure
our
it out.
stream. Yeah, we are
Right.
trying to do this all within Discord, so I have it set up, but sometimes it's still glitchy. I'll make it a little bit smaller so you can see everything. Transition. It's a little bit better. Okay, cool. We're back. So let's
Yeah.
take a
All
look at
right.
this and come up with some values for responsible streaming. So a little bit of background first. This was an idea that I had for essentially doing what BeeYoo's been trying to do for a while, but doing it in collaboration and having one stream where we kind of focus on creating that content and distributing it and then funneling people back to each individual streamer's channel. So it would be a central point, kind of like Tribe is a central point for a bunch of Discords. It's a hub for about 30 different communities, and they all post their events and talk about what they're doing. Same way I want the stream to be featuring different people. So we have a stream featuring BeeYoo, and this is what BeeYoo's about. We talk a little bit about the brand. We play some fun games and connect with the audience, cross-pollinate, get some people in there, get some people in here. And I think that's the way to go for streamers now. You know, working together. And this is our value. I think collaboration is probably up there at the top. I'm not going to delete these right now. Collaboration. That's a big value of this stream. And honestly, I think the values are going to reflect Triba a lot. But I wanted to have a separate channel for gaming. This is for like streaming and gaming.
Right. So, well, it's in the name, right? Responsibility.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Responsible gaming.
Well, I don't know if we can use it if it's in the name. Is that like
How would you, yeah,
responsibility? So you
what
got to
does it
think of
mean to be a
words.
responsible gamer?
What is it?
Is that self-awareness? How
Self. I
that
mean,
would
self-improvement
be
is definitely.
um
I think self-improvement's part of it.
what is the word?
For
So if you're being
responsibility, responsibility is a noun, right? Or an adjective.
let's see. Hmm.
I'm looking up synonyms here.
So we're trying to
Leadership,
collaborate.
influence. We could do responsibility. I think responsibility works, actually. You know, having a sense of responsibility, knowing that you are actually responsible for the content and the quality of your chat, things like that. It's not just like, oh, well, somebody said the N word 50 times. Oh, well, you're responsible for that. And that's part of it. You're also responsible for your own protection and safety, keeping a barrier and boundaries. We talk about boundaries a lot. Those are all part of what we're talking about in this stream. So responsibility works. Collaboration, responsibility. Responsibility might encapsulate a lot of this, like self-improvement. But it's not going to hurt us to have that one as well if you think it's good.
Right, and we can refine these if we come up with better words, right? So you want to come up with, like you said, 8 to 10, and then cut it down to what actually fits.
Community is definitely a strong value. I think it resonates with what you just talked about a little, but it'd be worth keeping in there.
Accountability. I think the team you're building is focused on a little bit of accountability and having others.
Right.
To help keep
Accountability.
you.
That's a good one. I think that encapsulates some of the elements of collaboration as well.
Because you're trying to empower influencers to use their influence in positive manners, right?
Positive impact. No. Positivity. Encouragement.
Support. It's just a place for streamers to find like support and connections. You got collaboration.
Community, yeah, community and collaboration. Connections. Yeah, this is the tough part, guys. I mean, if you have ideas, drop them in chat, but it's not always easy to come up with 6 or 7. but I think we have, you know,
I think you have some solid ones.
yeah, I honestly think these are pretty good. I'm trying to decide if community accountability and collaboration are the same or could be just summed up in one. Probably worth talking to Garrett about too before we finalize these. He's the one who actually originated this sprint, and I've refined it a little for streaming, but it's his idea to put them all in this stepwise fashion, I guess. That's the way to do it. So he's very good at these. He's the best guy I know.
Could you explain what a sprint is?
A sprint is like a time period where you work on one thing, usually with a business goal in mind. So this is a branding sprint. So the goal is to create a cohesive brand, and you do it in one sitting, you know, go through it together, usually with other people. That's the idea.
Okay.
So, I mean, you might have like a development sprint and you're working on this code. We're going to make this feature available. I think it's from sort of an agile business development model. If anybody's studied like the agile and scrum management styles, you're working very closely with people in quick iterations. So sprints are like the definition of that short time period where you're accomplishing a set task.
Okay. So yeah, so if you wanted to, you could say, I want to finish my value, mission, and vision, or this worksheet within this week, and I'm gonna work on it this much every day and have it done in that set period I've set for myself.
Right. I think there's a term for like the weekly cadence, might just be cadence, but the sprints are generally speaking one sitting, I think. Don't quote me on this. It might not be, you know, that might be
Oh, no,
fine.
that's
You
fine.
can definitely come
just
back
wanted to
to it. Yeah.
understand a little bit of how you
I
workshop
generally
these
try to do this all
ideas.
in one sitting.
Okay.
When I'm starting a new client project, we would go through the whole workshop. Usually takes about 2 hours. So we're not doing that all right now, but and we didn't with you either. We just went through these ones.
Yeah.
These I think are the key ones to kind of coming up with the copy.
Nice.
Okay.
So we can maybe go to our mission now, and
Oh
then
yeah,
if
we only have
come
10 minutes
up,
left.
yeah, if we come up with any extra words for the values, but we can kind of play off that.
Good call, B. Okay, so our mission, what are we setting out to accomplish and why are we doing it? I think we're setting out to accomplish helping streamers collaborate for community success now. Helping streamers make money, helping streamers create the content they want while generating revenue to support their content creation. I did not think about this before we did this at all.
No, that's okay.
So
that's I mean, this is like you said, a new avenue. So if you're not
yeah.
really, that's why we're trying to figure out what our mission is. Are we trying to help streamers make money so they can keep doing it? Are we helping streamers learn how to market themselves to businesses? Are you building a group of influencers that you can work with to provide, you know, promotion opportunities? Yeah, figuring these, asking all the questions, like what is our purpose of building a streaming community of responsible streamers?
Yeah, I think guiding people towards creating revenue positive streams is a big part of it. You know, helping them make it profitable while making the content they want to make. That's my goal and that has many different avenues, but one of them is just the having fun with your fans or having fun with your community, which we'll be doing. We'll be gaming with different influencers and helping them and learning from them, as well as sharing some of the tips we've picked up. To guide people along their journey of self-improvement. Let's change this and add in
Empowering streamers with the tools and information they need to create a revenue source while creating things they enjoy. And making meaningful connections with their user base or audience.
empowering streamers with the tools and information they need to generate revenue while building community and creating the content they enjoy. Why?
we need a why we want
Yeah, why
to
are we
do
doing it?
this. Hmm.
I would say to keep people from getting discouraged. Like, I've seen my friends stream for years and then give it up because they
Hmm.
didn't see the value in it. Everybody struggles, falls on hard times, wants to find side source of income, and it is difficult to justify pouring hours and hours, especially hours a day, into streaming if you're not making money. Then even some of the issues that we've talked about, people running into, they don't want to keep streaming. So the why for me, I think, and you can add to this, B, but the why for me is to encourage people, to encourage streamers. Well, I guess empowering them. What is the negative we're avoiding?
You're providing them a supportive environment of other creatives who can encourage them to
Yeah,
be the best.
supporting.
This way, streamers aren't having to try to do it on their own. They're able to join a community of people who have knowledge and who are learning with them, so that they're not, yeah, so that they can have that pool of knowledge to.
How about this? Supporting and empowering streamers with the tools, information, and connections they need to generate revenue while building community and creating the content they enjoy.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think we did a good job with that. Tag teamed it.
Yeah.
Virtual fist bump. Boom.
Right, because like you're gonna have a lot of information available and things they can read and people they can go to when they need feedback.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like B
And
or
yeah,
me or getting this sprint sheet and doing it on your own, coming to a workshop. Those are going to be part of it. That's going to be more the tribe side. And then on the streaming, we're going to be on the responsible streamer. We're going to be just creating the content that displays this. So we're going to use that information and share those links, bring in other connections for you to meet and check out. All that information will be linked and connected to that channel as well. So I think that's a good mission. That's what we're setting out to accomplish. We have a very short amount of time left for today's session. For those of you who are listening and watching, there's another event next Monday, every Monday at 12. And it's listed in the top left of the Discord under events. You go check that out and click interested. You can even add it to your calendar if you feel so inclined. But let's try to finish these three here before we wrap up. So our vision, that's what our mission looks like once we've finished it, when we've done this. We've empowered all the streamers in the world. They all have all the information and tools and connections they need to make revenue and build a community and make content they love. What does it look like, B? They're all happy.
they're all happy. That would be that'd be awesome. I would like to visualize it as a place with high caliber streamers that are passionate about what they do and that are willing to help others on their journeys. And yeah, just to have a place of that has a lot of knowledge that people can gain from without having to spend hours searching through YouTube videos and trying to build their own things from scratch. They'll be able to join a community of like-minded people who are going about streaming in a healthy, positive manner.
That was a lot. I did not catch it all.
No, that's okay. I'm just rambling.
I just typed as much as I heard.
Comes out.
High caliber streamers are passionate about what they do and encourage each other in developing communities that collaborate towards aligned visions. That doesn't sound right. Usually you don't get it the first shot, so.
Right, yeah, you want to talk things out and brainstorm. And if you're by yourself, sometimes it's nice to just turn a memo on your phone and just talk into it as you think of things. And then kind of go back and listen and pick out the pieces that you needed.
That's a great idea. Yeah. I use text to speech all the time, or speech to text. Hi. Okay, let's workshop this real quick.
So we want to bring in people. Let's see. We want a place that people can get the information they need and easily collaborate with others. It'd be nice to have where people are like, oh, we're going to be doing this charity event, and it'd be an easy place for them to kind of come and meet other people and get people on board to collaborate. Um, the vision. Let's see, what's it say? When your brand's mission has succeeded, what will the world look like? That's a big statement. Um,
High caliber streamers and influencers collaborate towards a community goal.
um,
Or
I mean, are we
collaborate in
empowering
making.
them to make their own content and be successful in creating their own communities? And
True. Okay. Yeah, we're
I'm not
making
sure. Just helping people on their path into.
high caliber streamers and influencers
Mm.
collaborate, making content that communicates the values they need to generate to grow their audience and generate sustainable income. And building brands. Huh. Okay, how about that?
See, a world where high caliber streamers and influencers collaborate in building brands that communicate values. Let's see, the values that they need to grow their audience and generate sustainable. Um,
We might need to come
I
back
think,
to
yeah,
it next
that's
week.
fine. I think we got kind of a good base though
Yeah, it's
to play off
101.
of.
We'll wrap up the stream today. We'll come back next week once we've thought about this a little more. BU and I will talk too. And if you have ideas on this, if you want to be part of it, you're interested in working with us, please hit me up on Discord. My Discord ID is Samuel Hebda. Very easy to find on the top right in Triba. You can also reach out to BU under the streamer tag, and we'd be more than happy to talk to you about working on this as an influencer, finding you different partnerships, collaborating on streams. We are all about working together here at Triba. It's a nice co-working space as well as a place to connect with influencers, streamers, business minds. Hop in discord.gg/Triba, meet some awesome people, get settled, and we'd love to see you at some of these events. Check out that tab in the top left, and make sure you stop by BU's channel at twitch.tv/BeeYooTV and give her a follow to show some support. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks, BU, for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you. This was really fun, and I look forward to our next one.
All right, see you in Triba, guys. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone.
Mm-hmm.